Hello, Virgo, and welcome to March 2021 tarot reading. Now, I'm not putting any music before this recording, and I'm not putting any more music after my recording. I just feel like I'm just going to go into the reading once I introduce myself. This is Andrea. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate all of you. What I'm getting is some suspicious energy for March. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It's just there's something I feel like you're not either getting a complete story about, or maybe there's an investigation going on and you're not able to touch bases with, what it is exactly. You're not able to pinpoint it, is what I'm getting. Now, I also feel like this might have something to do with other people's resources. I do say that you need to be careful where you tell people or where you think you should tell people on where to put their money. Okay? Because, I've got the energies of the second house here where it deals with assets, finances, your value. You're going to be looking very close to that. So this could be related to your career. It could be related to even a career that you want to get into. And then I'm getting that transformational area of your life, which is really about your personal resources and other people's resources. But there's intense emotion here. The reason I'm saying you should be careful when you're giving advice to somebody else in regards to money in the month of March is you may have the best intentions in the world for them, but they may not do it completely like you ask them to, and so there might be a little twist there, and then they could actually lose. There could be a loss of finances here. Okay, so communication too is really important. How you come across people, really important. How you write your documents out, very important. I also sense that some of you Virgos might actually be traveling a bit more in March, but you could also be welcoming guests who haven't been able to see you or your family. And so I feel like there might be some people deciding to come in the month of March. I mean, they don't necessarily have to fly in from another country. They could just be here or be around, your location or near you. But I am getting really sensitive and emotional energy for you in the month of March, definitely. You're a very caring and loving person. I feel like you will be close to someone who's very caring and loving. Okay, some of you might be thinking about children, or if you can have children, these are going to be on your mind. But like I said, I do feel like it is a month of transformation. Some of the things that happen, some of the things that take place in March, I feel like will be a beginning cycle of more things to come. So you want to be very clear in your intentions and, stepping forward of what it is that you want, where you want to be, because there might be a sudden change of energy, I feel, for you guys, where, this transformation comes in and everything that you thought was going to be working out for you all of a sudden has a different twist. And then there are delays, or it fell through. So because a lot is circling around value and money and investments. It could be stocks, it could be real estate, it could be many different things. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that it's really important that you really watch the energies and be careful what you tell other people in regards to what they do with their money. Okay? Now, I do feel like there's something that you need to be patient about. For maybe some of you are looking for relationships and you haven't had any luck. Okay. I feel also too, you might be a bit emotional about fairness. You see some of your friends or family members and they're all together and happy in a marriage or a relationship. And here you are standing out like a sore thumb. And then you're like, okay, you're just expressing yourself in prayers or meditation about fairness. There's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of strength that you need this month in regards to fairness also. So this could be like, you apply for a job and you're completely qualified for it. And the company comes back and says, hey, you know what? You're overqualified for it. And that's not really fairness, but companies do things like that. So I do feel like you're embarking on a new journey. Okay. I think that you're going to, what I'm getting here is maybe you're going to just kind of slowly move forward and trying to make plans or goals. Not just about career and money, but about love. Okay. Some of you may have a Leo moon or a Leo rising because Leo stands out here very strongly. So does Cancer. And so does Sagittarius. So, it could be a friend, family member that are any of these signs or a lover, but it also could just be the energies of the zodiac signs that I mentioned. There is some stress though. There is some stress for you for the month of March for sure. I'm feeling like some of you might be dealing with someone you love, someone you know that isn't feeling well or maybe actually depressed. Some of you Virgos might actually be in a very depressed mode because I feel like some of you, when I look at the Fool card, may have made plans in the past to, move on something, move forward on something, and it didn't turn out to be exactly what you thought it was. So now you're like wondering, hey, did I make the right move? You did, otherwise you wouldn't be there. And obviously there's some lessons to learn there, but take your time so that you can process them because they're important lessons, especially when you're feeling that way. Some of you are thinking about past. I get you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about past love. Some of you are remembering someone that may no longer be here on Earth. And so there is this sense of longing for them. But I feel also, too, that you're going to reach a state of peace. You're going to be in a peaceful place with this eventually. I do feel like that March, it's kind of skittery. It's kind of a month that I feel for you guys that doesn't give me a sense of total grounding here. It feels like, it does feel like, things are moving for you, but there's a lot of caution energy I keep picking up that you need to just be cautious about. And one of them is that these changes can come in anytime. Again, I mentioned about other people's resources, other people's monies. Be careful with that. It could backfire. But then again, you could make somebody, completely wealthy. But that's if you have complete control over it, Virgo. If you hand it over to them, they may totally lose their shirt. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and see what else is here. Some of you, I feel like, again, that Cancer's coming in really strong, but that doesn't mean you're going to necessarily meet a Cancer or you're involved with a Cancer. I just feel like you're going to meet someone who's kind of laid back. They could be a water sign. They tend to think on things before they actually move forward. So I'm feeling like that's water, and I also feel like that it has something to do with someone could be spiritual. This could be a friend too. But, we do have love cards surrounding this. Like, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It just could be somebody you feel really good about, somebody you trust, somebody who's a water sign, somebody who just totally is someone you can open up to and you know that they're going to be there for you. Okay, so you're going to be busy in the month of March. You're going to be working towards things. I also feel like some of you will be called back to work. You won't be working at home. You'll start to actually be out there again. I really strongly feel that in March they're going to really be trying to push the economy in the United States for sure. Could be other parts of the world. Okay. Well, it looks like things are good. It looks like money's good for you guys. If you really just, pay attention to what you're doing, try to, I don't know what the secretive thing is or this thing that's behind the scenes. There's just something that hasn't come out yet. And I feel like you might be involved in it somehow. But it doesn't come out exactly like, hey, wait a minute, that's not what I meant. That's not what I advised or suggested. That's not what I did. Okay, that's part you need to be really careful about. And I think that you're going to be, some of you are thinking too much about money and not enough about love. But the end of your month here, well, there's a couple things here. One, I feel like there's a lot of judgment going on, whether you're doing it or somebody's judging you on your actions. But I do feel like a lot of you Virgos are going to land that special person. It looks like you're going to get something close to maybe, wow, this feels like a dream come true. This is very dreamy. This is, well, Neptune's probably helping you out here, but this is very dreamy. Very successful. Some of you might have an Aquarius moon or rising or even Venus. And, this is surprises for you at the end of March or close to the end of March. Hold on. I got to get one more thing out here. Here's the thing, though. Somebody feel like is going to try to come back from the past. This person really hurt you. Maybe you're still in touch with them. I don't suggest you stay in touch with them, honestly, because I don't see, they've got a lot of crows around them, and I feel like they should, I feel like you'd be so much happier if you just totally disconnect from them, okay? Because I feel like they are, I don't know, they're only going to bring you more misery. They might even have a financial connection to you. They may ask you suggestions in regards to how you, what to do with their finances or suggestions in regards to work. But I feel like they're kind of narcissistic, honestly. I feel like they're very controlling. Yeah, it would only wind up in a fight anyways. But, that's, of course, not going to resonate with all of you. But that's kind of what's here on the table. And it's pretty strong. But some of you have got some really great opportunities to meet love and, to really just increase your finances. Again, like I said, you just have to be careful when you're playing around with other people's money. Okay? Great. Okay, Virgos, it was looking at a cardinal. So you've got some messages from the other side coming through in March. Take care.